Hi, my name is Erin Lehr. If you don't know me, my mother is Sandra Lehr, and my father is Chuck Lehr. I was told to tell my story about my testimony. If I could sum up my testimony in one word, it would be forgiveness. I grew up in this church. I accepted Jesus when I was 5 years old, but my story didn't really start until I was in elementary school. I went through lots of years of bullying from elementary to high school. And during my freshman year of high school, I ended up dealing with a lot of bullying. I was attacked for a lot of my values and things that I stood for. That summer, I ended up going to a church camp where, through the prompting of the Holy Spirit, the Lord allowed a pastor to come over to me and help me to forgive those people who had bullied me. I was able to feel just this weight lifted off of me. A few years later, I went through a friendship that was really hard, and due to different things, they ended up cutting me out of their life. Well, that caused a lot of bitterness and unforgiveness in me because I didn't understand why. And through that, I met another friend who we were able to go through a similar situation. And I remember sitting in a car with my roommate and them, and I looked at them and I said, thank you for not treating me the way that they did. And they turned around and looked at me and they go, "Are you sure you're not over it yet?" And through the prompting of the Holy Spirit again, I wrestled with that question for about a week. And I ended up deciding I was going to meet up with a couple at our church that would walk people through that process of forgiving them. And in that process, I was able to forgive those people who had hurt me in the past. And I felt this weight lift off of me, and I realized that I was letting go of a prisoner, and that prisoner was me. And after all of that, I was able to talk to a couple girls. I was working at a center at the time, and I ended up being able to share my story with those girls and walk several of them through that process of forgiving those who had hurt them.